Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Yoruus speaking and welcome to Play by Email 6, turn 51. Okay, this is a little bit awkward what barbs are actually doing right now. They moved in almost the most horrible way, but first things first, let's check out the straw poll vote. Let's straw poll vote. Where shall we go first? Number 2. And see the results. Lake Victoria ASAP, 25 votes, 83%, somewhere else 5%. So I guess we're going to Lake Victoria as quickly as possible. So from the comments that we've got in here right now, we've got following comments. So Nick, I think we planned for 5 cities: Lake Victoria, Cocoa, and the Citrus, and then maybe the village city as 6th city if we want, but the final choice for village city can be late 15 plus turns. Yeah, I kind of do agree that 5 cities will already be quite stretching the NC timing if we really wanted to do so. So yeah, I kind of like the 5 city NC. 4 city, 5 city NC, into 6 city, maybe into 7 city later on, but after National College. For Lake Victoria City, I think Shumi is right that planting on river grassland between Fish and Lake Victoria is right the spot. Being able to farm the Barbican with traditional city shots is a big advantage. You can buy at least 1 silver tile quickly. Okay, that's a good shout actually. So we plant here. We're going to be in range of silk, cow, silver, horse, fish, Lake Victoria, and something unknown later on in here. The only problem is we're missing a forge, but we can also plant a city somewhere around this place for that village city if we really wanted to. Shumi's comment: settler goes to Lake Victoria, right next to it. Across the river you can farm barb camp from there with city shooting. Next 2 goes on Cocoa and Citrus. 6th city is optional on coast and grassland between iron and silver. Maybe after NC inland city with 3 iron is a bad idea by whoever proposed it. Alright, and response from Nick: farming the Barbican via the city shot is a very good shout. Shumi, yeah, Shumi, you have your moments. I've had games with Aztecs where that lasted for 100 plus turns. Also, the more I think about it, it doesn't 6 planet cities seem too many. If we're going to take Geneva and Hamburg, eventually there's a 7 city empire already. 5 city NC seems more appropriate. What do you think, Shumi? Well, Shumi is the answer to that, but I personally think, as I said, that it is correct way of putting the things, and actually 5 cities into NC, 5 cities max into NC, and later maybe adding a city depending on the situation is a wise choice. Oh, fearsome warrior of darkness. 6 cities, okay. The initial plan to make 3 cities on a huge map wasn't that good. Well, yeah. Sidri, definitely Victoria City should be planted directly near lake. It save your money and give you extra chop in early game, but I think the settler must go to Cocoa right now. There are 3 reasons. Cocoa spot much closer to Byzantine and Germany. Both can expand somewhere there if they want. For example, Byzantine can settle on the coast of huge lake and buy 2 cattle, Byzantine and horses, so Cocoa will in fault range and this spot will be ugly for you. Well, I really hope and believe that the deal that we do have with Byzantine is true and he will not break it. So most probably a coastal city on a natural wonder like Lake Victoria is worth the risk, actually, I think. And most of you voted to go to Lake Victoria as soon as possible. Victory spot much harder to take by the other side player because barbs are blocking way to it. Cocoa City definitely need much more culture expanding, a lot of territory resources, and early setting is good way to decide this problem. At the same time, Lake City will have very fast 2 extra culture from Pantheon, and the borders with will expand 2 times faster. 2 culture from Monument, 2 from Silver. Forgot about Geneva. You have a lot of good cities. Citrus City shouldn't be on Citrus because you can't build stoneworks there. This is a good shout. Better is near the stone, right of Citrus. Extra forge, I think, better than extra castle. And later you should plant Connection City for 3 irons as was written early. Well, Shumi kinda disagrees with the last part, but we shall see. We'll definitely make some sort of vote. For now, we're definitely going for Lake Victoria, and then we can have a chat where are we going to go next with the next settler. Visgerard, yeah, many years. Yes, sorry, thank you very much, my kiddo. Andre Koto, as far as I know, prices for bank tiles depend on amount of culture the city produce. So if you don't have the monument, it will cost more than 90, as in your other cities, maybe 120 or so. Okay, thanks. I didn't know that works. That this works like that. And Nick mentioned that yeah, I will have monuments, so hopefully the price will not be that big. John Schmidt, I would go for 5 cities first and add a 6th one maybe later. Okay, so we've got majority who thinks that 5 cities maximum that we can start off with. First to Lake Victoria, okay, and on the other side of the river to fit in another coastal later a 6th city, exactly the 1 city for cocoa and citrus. But if scouting goes on this way, plans have to be written everything again. Yeah, exactly. I tremendously like and agree with all what you just said. Pitt Apartment found a city directly on the Silver Coast and buy out to Lake Victoria and settle a city. Natural wonder of Brilliant is going to be bad. It will slow down National College, and besides you need to focus on units instead. Well, I do agree with that, but I think the idea about settling the city behind the river is a little bit wiser. So do we have, so all of you basically agree? We can still vote. I will leave the straw poll there, so you can still vote. Do we want to go to Lake Victoria first, or do you want to go somewhere else? So the choice for now is to planting in here, and the most of you that do give proposition says that this is the best idea, and I kind of do agree. This is reasonably the best idea we can have about this particular continent. Alright, I'm gonna move in here actually and heal up Fortify. I'm gonna see what they will decide to do later on. Okay, one last look at demographics. Byzantine is rocking strong, and food, actually Germany is doing very, very good. It's kind of interesting what's going on in here. Alright, anyways, shooting and Plaza 8 culture. Okay, you're next, man. You're next. So, pure awesomeness. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I wish you good day, good night, good evening, and see you next time. Best wishes. Yoruus out.